everyone, welcome back. I'm so happy that you're here. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Mackenzie. I love fun, beautiful things. I love bags, makeup, just being creative and having fun with all of that. So today we're going to talk a little bit of makeup and we're going to take a look at Athr Beauty, who I don't think we've talked about on my channel before. So we're going to take a look at them today. I'm going to pretty much do a full face of them. I have something from pretty much every makeup thing that they have to make a full face other than their Moonshine illuminating oil and then their Desert Sun Glow oil, which is kind of like a bronzy shimmery oil. So I don't have those two. Otherwise I have the cheek palette, the eyeshadow palette, one of them that we're going to look at today, the fabulous mascara that we're going to talk about, and I have two different lip colors that we're going to look at with their lip cream. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in. I'm going to move in and we can start talking about that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start. I just have foundation, concealer on. I don't have any bronzer or anything like that on yet, contour, because I just want to make sure that you see the colors when we're looking at the blush palette the way they are without those impacting anything. And I might go in and add some back at the end. But let's start with our cheeks, because why not? That's usually where I start. So I'm going to take a look at the Athr Beauty. Now this one that I have is Aether recently-ish, last few months, did a rebranding. So things are kind of trickling back out on the site and rebranding. There's like the new mascara, the Big Bang, we're going to talk about. I love that. It is currently sold out though, which is a bummer. I hate doing this when that's sold out. I don't like doing that, but hopefully it will be back soon. So this is the old like packaging still, the Aether with the two E's in it. The new packaging has, let's just grab the eyeshadow one. This is how they're spelling it now, A-T-H-R without the E's in it, because the owner, it sounds like, decided to do that to stand out a little bit. There's many names that have Aether in it, because Aether is the like in medieval terminology, deals with the cosmos, which makes sense for this brand. If you don't know anything about Athr Beauty, we're going to talk about them at the end, but they deal a lot with like gems and kind of like the cosmo realm. So this one is the Crystal Charged Cheek Palette in Ruby. You're going to hear again the crystals. This one has an elastic on it. Some of their new palettes, like their new eyeshadow palette, the old used to have this, the new does not, to make these things really recyclable. So, whoa, sliding. I have, let's see, we have the highlighter here in Pure Love, the pinky blush here, Aphrodisiac, and then that ruby one is Divinity. So those are the colors that we have there, and even like this plasticky thing that comes in it is recyclable. So they're trying to be super 100% recyclable with their packaging, which is fabulous. All right, I don't know which one I want to do today. Let's do them all. I'm going to start, I think, with the Aphrodisiac, that light pink, and I'm going to blend them, but I might do one on one cheek and one on the other, and then see if I can blend them and make that not look weird, because I want to show you this, and I really like both of these blushes, and it depends on my mood. So if I put this one in here, kind of pulling in, it's just a really nice light pink. Now I'm gonna brush that off a little bit, and I'm gonna go with Divinity over here. They pack a punch. They definitely pack a punch. Okay, so there's Divinity. Like you can see it kind of where it went on there. You do have to be, that's one thing you gotta be a little bit careful with, is they're very pigmented, which is nice, but they're very pigmented. So we have Divinity. And then Aphrodisiac. All right, now let's take some Divinity over here. And Aphrodisiac over here. That looks pretty similar. They're gonna be a little different because I did them in a different order. And Divinity, really, you gotta be careful with. I'll let that one get a little bit out of hand. We're just gonna be really blushy today. I'm gonna do aphrodisiac on my forehead and chin so that it doesn't get carried away. All right, so there's that. Do we look even? I don't know. Pretty even. It's pretty even. We know it's not gonna be perfect because I did it so that you could see the two different colors as they were. All right, I'm gonna do the highlighter, which is Pure Love. Now this one is a tanner one. You can definitely see that it's a tanner highlighter. The other cheek palette in Amber is more of an orangey color, and then this is more of a pearl. It has more of a pearl for the highlighter, and then it's kind of a corally orangey blush. But when I had ordered this, it was out of stock. But that's okay, because I like the more ruby kind of color berries for my blushes anyway. Okay, so there's that highlighter. I'm gonna highlight up in here. A little bit on there. I do have some lip balm on right now, which I will kind of blot off before I do the lip cream. So there's that cheek palette. I'm gonna swatch that highlighter for you. Sorry, I stopped my sentence midway through so that you can kind of see it shimmer a little better. And it's definitely a little bit like a bronzy champagne kind of, would be my best way to describe it. It's not champagne, it's definitely bronzy, but it's not bronze either, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't, so I apologize, but hopefully it does. All right, so that's the cheek palette. I'm just gonna keep going through, we'll talk claims on everything at the end. So let's move on to the eyeshadow palette. Here's our the new Rose Quartz. Now you'll notice that this one does not have the elastic. It's got like a box here and it's all cardboard. All right, I'm gonna tell you the shades and then we'll put them on my eyes. So the picture on the back is not in line with this, so I'm gonna do my best. Over here, okay, so we have Sandstone, and then Scorpio is this other one down here. And then over here, top is Vibes, and then bottom is Karma. This kind of purpley gray over here is Aphrodite. And then on the other side, this beautiful like pearly white is Moonstone. And then I have Quartz, Self-Love, Trust, nope, Trust is this one, it's over here. And then Universe is over here, those shimmers. So it's got 4 shimmers in the center, shimmer, 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 matte, matte, matte. So it's a very shimmery palette with 3 mattes, but I like it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this brush, one of my SL Miss Glam brushes, and I'm gonna go in a Sandstone kind of all over. That's what I usually do. It definitely, like, if I barely touch it, you can see we get, you know, fall out there. I'm gonna brush away so it doesn't get into the other colors. You can see as I tap that too. All right, which is nice. We got some nice powder though. It definitely picks up. I'm just gonna start with that matte. I don't know which way I wanna go with it today. I think we're going to go across the whole lid in Universe, which is this one. I'm gonna do that one going across the lid. And then for my crease today, I'm gonna do because we're already over here, I feel like we should stay over here in this kind of pinky side rather than going to the more cooler side. They're all warm tones, but these ones are definitely more of that like silvery cool warm, whereas these are very warm. Nope, I'm gonna go with this cooler one over here, Aphrodite, because the cool colors will draw the eye away and then the warm will make it pop. So I've got the warm already down there. So I'm gonna do Aphrodite in my crease. We're gonna try something different today. But it's not just like a pink and brown look. And you can see there's definitely some pigment payoff happening here, but it's very blendable. It's very blendable, which is really nice. Now we're kind of changing the vibe up, so I don't know. I'm gonna do, I think, I haven't even used this one yet, but I'm gonna take Trust. Trying to see if you can see it. It's kind of got weird lighting because it gets dark out really early, so it's dark in here. I'm gonna try that as my like inner corner highlight. I don't know. Ooh, I like that. It's a nice silver. We're gonna go across with that. We're gonna layer. Okay. And then I'm gonna take the, so Moonstone's more white, and this is definitely more like that pearly champagne for the quartz. And I'm gonna bring that up here for my brow bone. Okay, and there's a look. So, I went with Sandstone first, and then I did, does anybody remember what I did? Did I do Moonstone? No, Self-Love. I did Self-Love across the lid, and then I went over here. I changed it up and went with Aphrodite, Trust, inner corner, Aphrodite's crease, quartz for the upper lid. So a lot of times though, I do like to play in, you know, I've been using the Scorpio a lot, which is a really pretty color. So the ones that I didn't put on, I'll swatch for you right now. So I have Scorpio. And then I'm gonna swatch the other ones, and I'll just come back and do that so you don't have to watch me make the swatches. All right, I have them swatched. I decided to swatch all of them, so I'm gonna show them to you on my arm. But I kind of went in this pattern, so I went up here, down, over, around, up, down, over, over. All right, so that's what we got going on. Boom, 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 boop, 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 boop. I'll say the names as we go. I realized that probably wasn't focusing very well because I was showing my face. All right, so Sandstone, this is that first one. This is what was all over my eyes. Scorpio, I love, it's kind of this like browny pink kind of color. It's very earthy. Self-Love, Universe. And these shimmers are a little bit hard to see, so hopefully this is working. Quartz, Trust. It's kind of that silvery color. Vibes. Karma. It's definitely more silver. This one is Aphrodite. It definitely has like that purpley gray. And then Moonstone. So there they are. I'm trying to get that shimmer caught for you. All right, so there they all are. I'm gonna wipe them off a little bit or else they're gonna get all over my clothing. But that is the eyeshadow look. Let's go ahead. There's one other one that I do want to show you actually that I have is just a single as the rose gold. And so this one just came as a single pan. So I'll just swatch that one really quickly for you as well. That one is definitely more of a pinky gold. So that's rose gold as well. All right, now what do we have next? I think next is our lips and our eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eye liner and eyebrows so that we can come back and do the Big Bang together for the mascara and the lips. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of speed through this part really quickly though. Okay, for my mascara, I just did my Fenty Beauty one that I do a lot and my Glossier Boy Brow that I use all the time for my brows. Time for the new Aether Big Bang. That beautiful packaging. So this is the new Aether Big Bang mascara. It is awesome. It's awesome, which is why it's sold out. So keep your eye out for this. Here's the tube. It's got that like holographic color, the Big Bang. It's just kind of pearly. This one is not a tubing mascara, which I generally like tubing mascaras, but it is a very nice, it's not perfectly clean because I've used it. This is what it looks like. Let's get that to stand. Sorry, my thoughts are all over. It's a very nice non-tubing mascara. I never finished that sentence for you. But it doesn't bleed all over. It doesn't give me a whole bunch of rectangular eyes. It's not, I mean, it's not tubing, so it's not gonna flake off. You will get a little bit under there, but it stays on really well. And I like the formula of it. It just feels really nice on my eyes. So I'm gonna go and put this on. All right, it is definitely more lengthening. It's not super hunky chunky, but it's very lengthening, and you can build it up a little and do a little more if you want to get a little more volume. It definitely can be a little bit built up, I would say, but it adds a lot of length. Oops, I pulled it all the way up. And it's not tubing, so that's not gonna just flake off, but that's okay. We'll deal with that later. All right, so there's the mascara. That's everything besides the lips. So I'm gonna just kind of blot off some of this balm. I've got the glossierbalm.com on, just so that it isn't super balmy and you can kind of see it on the lips better, because the one that I have on has a little bit of a brown tint. So I have two that I want to take a look at with you guys. I have the Manifest and the Protect in the Athr Beauty Radiant Ruby Lip Cream. So here's the packaging. So I'm gonna take them both out and we're gonna decide which one I wanna put on, because I don't even know which one I wanna put on with this look. All right. Here's Protect. I just noticed that. My packaging is the new branding, but this one still has the E's in it for the actual radiant lip. And then the Manifest one is a little more pinky, same kind of thing going on there. Here's Manifest. So there they are side by side. Manifest is on top and Protect is on the bottom. So I think with this look, I don't even know. I really like Manifest. It's a beautiful color on me. But I think that Protect is gonna go more with this look. So I'm just gonna open Manifest for you and show it to you. Okay. So that's Manifest. And then we are going to put Protect on. I just rubbed Manifest all over myself though, so I'm gonna rub that off. So I have it on the back of my hand and then swatched it on the inside, so we just have it everywhere. Okay, time to put on Protect. This is a really nice creamy lip formula. It does dry down and, you know, it gets mattifying. I have a struggle with any kind of like cream lip that goes matte, or any kind of just matte lip or cream lip. They always kind of dry my lip out. This one is not as bad. It is a little more nourishing. It still does that, and especially this time of year because everything dries my lips out. But this is probably the most nourishing and creamy one of them anyway that I have tried. That didn't seem even, but I think it's just my lighting. Yeah. All right. So it's definitely really like wet feeling still. Yeah, it feels wet. That's probably the best way to describe it. Now, it will stay wet for a while and stay movable. So I tend to blot it a little. So I'm just going to blot it so you can see what it would look like after that. I just do one little blot. Nice little blot. All of a sudden it's like dried down and it's gonna stay now. It's not going anywhere. There it is. There's the look. All right, I'm gonna back out and we'll talk final thoughts. Okay, so here's the whole face that I have with Aether on. I still don't have any bronzer or contour on. And I think I don't know, we could. All right, let's do it. I'm just gonna put some Patrick Ta bronzer on at least. And a hint of the contour down here. There, that just kind of brings it all together. All right, fabulous. Now we're all together. Let's talk about the brand, about the products, and especially about that new mascara, because that's what some of you are probably here for. All right, I'm gonna start with the eyeshadow palette, the Rose Quartz Crystal Gemstone palette. This one, the new one, it is 10 shades. The old one was bigger. I don't have the old one, but that's what I've heard, that's what I've seen. So this one is 10 shades. You guys have seen all those. It's $48. They are the warm shades. And the claims, it has some claims, but this one is harnessing the power of rose quartz. These shadows reduce the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and redness. So that is what this one is claiming to do. And let's see, what else do I have about this one? I think that's that. So that's that one. I definitely like it. It has nice pigment. It doesn't always last all day, but it's a powder eyeshadow. So that's my thoughts on that one. Same thing would go for that Rose Quartz single that I have, which is $16. There's also a topaz. It's more of a gold for that. There is a Rose Quartz quad that's $24. That one is one that was just put out on the website not too long ago. So that's an option. There is an older quad that they used to have that's on there as well. The one other eyeshadow palette we're talking is the Moonstone Crystal Gemstone palette. It's $58 with 12 shades, but it's got these beautiful like purples and blues and greens, and it's really pretty. It just doesn't work on me. But that one harnesses the powers of sapphire. I don't have all the claims on that. I'm not going to read all those because we didn't go through those, but that's that one. All right, the next thing we're going to take a look at, let me put the eyeshadow down, is the cheek palette. So this one is the Crystal Charged Cheek Palette in Ruby. It's $44 for this, and like I said, there's that amber one that is more of that corally orange with the white, more pearly highlighter to it. Okay, so here's this one again. I'm gonna open up that ruby one more time for you. So there it is. And they're nice sizes. Like, it's a good size pan. I like it. And you guys saw how much that pigment is. Like, you don't have to hardly put any on there and you get the pigment. So it definitely is nice. And it's, what did I say, $44? Yeah, $44 for that. That's not bad. You get 2 blushes and a highlighter, and they pack a punch. This one is Harnessing the Power of Ruby. These luminous powers aid in restoring hydration, that's what it says. Restoring hydration for a youthful, radiant glow and prevent the absorption of pollution. So that's nice. I will read the amber one of this. So the amber is harnessing amber to improve skin texture, fight against aging, and reduce the appearance of dark spots. So those are the cheek palettes. Let's do the lips and then we'll end with that mascara. So again, this one is Protect. I just had to make sure I was grabbing the right one. That's the one that I'm wearing, and this one is Manifest. That is the one that I swatched for you. That is more of a little bit more pinky color. I do like that. But this one, honestly, looks really nice on my lips. I'm not mad at this one. I like the look that we got. All right, so there are 6 different shades of that one, though, that you can get online. They are each $28. However, you can get a duo for $34. So I got this set as a duo, actually. The one that I saw online right now has Manifest and Dream at the moment, I believe. Or was it Protect and Dream? It's one of these two in Dream, which is a lighter pink. There's also a trio as well. The trio is $48. So these harness the power of Ruby as well. Like the cheek palette is what I'm saying as well. So harnessing the power of Ruby. This luminous lip cream hydrates, nourishes, and protects the lips from environmental toxins. We like that. All right, and finally, what we're all here for. Maybe you're here for all of it. I like it all. I really do. Like I said about the lip cream, I can give you, I can give you my thoughts on the blush really packs a punch. The highlighter is not super, super shimmery, but it's just a nice subtle one, which is nice. The lip creams, I do really like. Eventually, they're like any matte lip, any lip cream, they're going to, as they dry down, try and suck the moisture out of your lips. That's what they do. But it's not super fast and it's not really bad with this one. It stays really creamy, dewy if that's what you want for a long time. Just be careful because it will smudge. So if you just blot it once, just a little bit, it'll take that off and you've got more of a matte lip going, but it's not like super matte. Like it still looks healthy. You know, it's not super, super matte. All right, there's my thoughts on that. Time for the Big Bang. It's so holographic, you can't even hardly read it with my lighting. The Big Bang mascara is $28, and it had a nice big doe foot on it. I'm gonna pull that out again. So there's that one more time. Okay. It is $28. It is black. It's a black mascara. This one is Harnessing the Power of Black Diamond. This #HasItAll mascara adds strength and vitality, plus a diamond level crystalline shine. So that is that one. I do really like it. Like I said, it's not tubing. So if that's your thing, this isn't a tubing, but this is a really nice non-tubing formula mascara. It's not super bulky. It definitely adds length, and it kind of makes all of my eyelashes stand out on their own, I feel like, without clumping them together, because sometimes I have that issue where they like to clump. So I definitely like it. It's definitely lengthening, and it can be built up a bit as well. What else do I have to say about it? It didn't come off and smudge. It didn't give me raccoon eyes, you know, throughout the day. If I would touch my eyes, it wasn't doing that. I haven't noticed any issues with that because I do reach up and touch my eyes a lot. You know, I know you're not supposed to touch your eyes, but that's just what, you know, I tend to reach up, especially at the end of the night. I like rub my eyes and whatever, and it didn't really smudge too much for me, more than anything else would. But honestly, really at all. It's really, I liked it. It's nice. It doesn't move around. I walked outside into work. It was raining, you know, on the first days that I was wearing it, it was raining. I was walking into work all the way across the parking lot into the school, and There was no running, there was nothing I got in, and it was all intact. We were all still there. So we like that. Yeah, so I really like it. I really like it, and it comes off pretty well without having to scrub too hard when I was washing my face too. You know, it doesn't just come off in tubes like a tubing mascara would, but for a regular mascara, I didn't have to rub too terribly hard for it to come off. It came off. It did leave a little bit of marks, but I was able to just get those off, but that wasn't until I was washing my face. So I do really like it. I do really like it. I read the claims on that already. Okay, so overall with Athr Beauty, just a few things to note about the company as a whole. They, you know, their claims here for all of their products is clean, skin-loving ingredients, vegan and cruelty-free always. And then their other big thing is the recyclable packaging. They have pretty much 100% recyclable packaging for all of their packaging. There are no magnets in them. There's no mirrors in them. Like, that's why you don't see a mirror in either of the palettes. It's so that it can be recycled. And that's why this has this casing type shell around it almost to hold it shut, because there's no magnets. You know, this one has the elastic, so that's the one aspect that's not recyclable, but I'm honestly guessing that that's kind of where they'll go next, because at one point the eyeshadow did and now it doesn't. So they're doing 100% recyclable packaging, which is fabulous. And let's see. Oh, one other thing is that each item has a different thing, but 1% of the sales from that goes to some kind of organization. So I know it's not a lot, but it's a little something. Most of them go to the planet. That's kind of the big one. The big bang goes to the Surfer Foundation. And I think I was looking, and like the duo of the lips went to Surf Riders or some, yeah, Surf Riders. But the other ones, the individuals go to the planet. So it depends. You'll have to, if you're looking into this, each one goes to something different. Majority of them go back to the planet. To the planet. There's probably different ways. That's just what it says. So there's that. There's my final thoughts. I do really like this company. I like their values. I like their products. I like the formulas. For powders, they're really nice powders. They're super soft, lightweight, but they pack a punch. You know, they're nice. The eyeshadow is very soft colors. They're not going to get you in too deep, at least with this palette. That other one, I don't know. I'm assuming the formula's the same, so you can probably blend it out really well, which will be good because those are some bright shadows in that Moonstone palette. It is gorgeous, but you're gonna want to be able to blend because they are really blues and purples and greens. If that's your thing, it is, oh my gosh, amazing. It looks so great. I'm sure it'll be beautiful on deep skin tones, like absolutely gorgeous. So it is beautiful. That's all I have to say about that one. But I like these. I like these formulas. They blend really well. So I hope that was helpful for you. I hope that you enjoyed seeing this and that I was able to help you get an idea of some of this stuff, figure out that mascara, if that's something that you're interested in looking at, or just this brand in general, if you've never heard of it, go take a look, check them out. I really like them. And I do recommend this stuff. Again, the eyeshadow doesn't last all day if that's what you're looking for, but it's a powder eyeshadow and most don't. I have one that does, but most of my powder eyeshadows, they don't last all day. That's just not a thing that they do. You're gonna need a cream or some other formula of maybe a liquid, some other formula of eyeshadow to do that. This one does last a while though, and it stays on really nice. It's just not super pigmented either. For the eyeshadow, the blush really is though. But those are all my thoughts, and some of them got a little repetitive, and I apologize about that. But I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you were able to follow everything and that you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And if you want to keep hanging out with me here, seeing what I like, talking about some other stuff, I would love it if you subscribe below and kept hanging out with me here. And until next time, make sure you're taking great care of yourselves, having a fabulous weekend and week, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.